have a child with. We break apart last November. She doesn't want my child to come around, who is 1 year and 5 months old. Both of them wanted men.
Wanted Wednesdays.
Okay, both of them wanted men. Wanna hear that part there, right? So they're pressuring me to you know what with the whole family. And I've been thinking very hard about it, and they were here for 3 days now begging me to show them the house. The woman is now saying the
The
child is
picnic is
not
not
his.
yours, sir, so leave me
So
alone with my
leave me alone.
child.
First of all, why you go to wanted family members for advice? Clearly, they're not do
That's
some
why I
right
say
in
I'm
a
a
life,
fool
no.
man, cause him a bad man family. So me not gonna live by myself and think say him not gonna come knock up my gate or knock up my door and say, yo, hey girl, let me in and give me my pick. You just unlock a fear for me a while ago. Cause me not even do that thing say them so bad. Say, yeah, them will touch her in the street.
If them a wanted, if they never wanted Wednesday, yeah, if you do something for each man wanted Wednesday, no. How far are you willing to go to get to see your child? Well, you're not even sure about yourself here. We have to keep that part there in mind, you know.
And let us just say end up kill the woman, get the baby by some weird chance in life. Yes? And then you find out that the child is not yours. What you gonna
What
do with
you
the
gonna do?
picnic?
Dash away picnic?
And
Because
I
then
see clear.
literally just a wait for man to find out the house.
Yeah.
Think about that. Then I need no farmer other information, then I need no resources, then don't have everything already. All the man have to do is all right, that's how she live. And when you tell me say everybody gone, the whole family wipe out.
And the woman goodly pull back in her memory and say, me bumbo clot. Not them two man you me sip and wanted Wednesday.
Me not even feel like say wouldn't be that. Cause to do way sound like him proud, he wouldn't probably see it himself and say,
I said,
you know, say my cousin this, and my cousin this from Carolina, you know.
true me I wanted Wednesday.
Like,
All when the woman has said, I don't feel they left me alone, sir. The man still want to make him family kill off the woman. How does a woman win? Me say what a blessing of a microphone you have. Cause the amount of
me I wonder if it's a, me will find out when we
me not
reach
hear
home.
none, but the sounds that I hear they're very subtle though.
Okay.
So alright. Hey guys, welcome to Reasoning
With seasoning
with Melody.
and a save where we spice up your thoughts.
Now Melody has something to read for us. This is going to be our next topic. Here we go.
So, this was actually something that Asabe saw on the great internet. And you know, there's like these little, what would you call them? Like these little pages where people can send in their problems and ask for suggestions and problem solutions and stuff like that. So this is the situation at hand, okay? So the person said, um, good day, repping St. Elizabeth. I have an issue with a woman I lived with for over 2 years. Have a child with. We break apart last November. She doesn't want my child to come around, who is 1 year and 5 months old. I brought her to court for visitation rights. It was granted by the court. She raised concerns in the court by telling the court that the child is not mine. However, court ordered her to do a DNA. I've made several attempts to get it done. Wasted time. She's not turning up for us to get it done. It's getting to my head. Recently told a cousin of mine about it who is Spaniard
Spaniard?
and another who is a Clarendonian. Both of them wanted men.
Wanted Wednesdays.
Okay, both of them wanted men. Wanna hear that part there, right? They're pressuring me to you know what.
They're pressuring me to you know what. Okay.
Um so they're pressuring me to you know what with the whole family. And I've been thinking very hard about it, and they were here for 3 days now begging me to show them the house. I've decided I want to get it done, but there's a small voice keep telling me don't. But I intend to get it done. I'm not a person who talks my issues, but I just want to tell you to post and ask the public what they think. even though it's not gonna change my mind, but I would like to try. So please, I beg for prayer for them and a word of advice from public. And be advised, these men live on Wanted Wednesday. I prayed. So, I could just summarize it real quick. Then, so this man apparently lived with his woman at the time
Yes.
for 2 years, and they have a child. When he sent in this now, they had a child. They have a child that is 1 year and 5 months old.
They're about.
They're about, right? So that means when they were living together, they broke up last November. So that is like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
They're about.
Or-
So let's say they were living together in a house with a 1 year old child, basically,
Yes.
for 1 year.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, now they've broken up and he is not able to see his child anymore because the lady is keeping the child away from him. He brought her to court and, for visitation rights and all of that. The court is granting it, but I guess, I don't know, the woman is now saying the
The
child is
picnic is
not
not
his.
yours, sir, so leave me
So
alone with
leave
my
me
child.
alone, and yeah, you're not getting to see the child. And now he is to a point where the court ordered to do DNA test, but the baby mom is not even doing that. And he's now that frustrated where he is speaking to his bad man cousin them, who are on Wanted Wednesdays, and they are trying to put in his head that he should basically take out the family. So, but when he said the whole family, that means the
whole
child
family say, no?
included.
The whole family, the man say.
That means that the child included.
Sounds that way.
So that means that you don't want the picnic, like you're not doing it for the pig can't see a picnic.
And the man don't really want to
Can we
advise.
just like catch on the part there, no?
Yeah. And
He
him
said
not
to
really
take out
want
the
to
whole
advise.
family.
I don't even understand why I'm bringing it to that page. Because him say him feel like him a go do it.
In never say feel like him a go do it. He say he make up his mind already, him a go do it. But a little small
a
teeny
little
weeny
voice.
voice is telling him not to.
You
Or
see, man?
to ask for.
You see, man? Man is a danger or something. And you see a bag of full man is a even more danger or something. Because you have a bag of wanted relatives and they might tell you, say, yo, we deal with it, you know.
But
what
first of all, why you go to Wanted family members for advice? Clearly, they're not do
That's
some
why
right
I say
in
a
a
bag
life,
of
no.
full man, because me know say my cousin them wanted. Me I go take any advice from them, anything with them say, me I go listen to them. If me have some wanted cousin, me avoid them cousin them, I don't know them cousin. Somebody said to me, say, you related to son? No, you're not related to that person. That's why I say a bag of full man, because you can't have that go on in your life. That's your personal life, you know. You know what you and she go through. The lady say is not your child, right? And I don't even think women are so, let's say, pleased to lie about a child being a man's or not being a man's. Because guess what? We are so Jamaica have the most jacket them, right? Jamaica have the most jacket, or a high percentage of jacket. And here this woman is being so noble and honest to say, brother, at the end of the day, I know you're pretty this, so left me alone. And the man still a persist. Say, yo, he want to do the DNA test. Fine, she's being stubborn. And that is something that needs to be resolved. Because, yeah, just at least give you the peace of mind to know that, yes, you're talking the truth or you're not talking the truth. But if it go to the extent where your family will tell you, say, make them kill her and the family and show them the house, I not get it.
Why people me they are try wrap my head around, because I mean I can understand that it's frustrating. Say, yeah, you know this child to be yours for at least the past 1.5 years,
Yeah.
right? And now all of a sudden you're here saying you're picnic. But I guess within yourself, you still believe say you're picnic because you want the DNA test to be done, right?
Yes.
Because if you already have doubts from before, saying no, I know you're picnic, and you're gonna hear that you as a man would probably just take you up and run with you and say, oh yeah, maybe don't know say I know my picnic this because I've been had doubts about it already. But I feel like say him really and truly thinks that Finn Pitney, and I can understand that he wants the DNA test. And as the woman, really and truly, she should just give him the DNA test because honestly nowadays, as the last video that we said, people mental space and the choices that they make over people's lives are literally them. There is no logics behind it. There is no form of anybody's life being worth anything to them. So that alone, even as a woman, knowing say maybe she do it out of spite, because we do have some females. Me hear stories already where females say, "Oh, I know for your opinion." As soon as they're
Yeah,
reaching an
some women
argument
will
with the
do that,
man,
and it's in an argument, it's in an upset.
yeah,
But here's one comment when me see, or a couple of comments that I saw under that post. People were saying them see why the woman don't want her pitney around you and she don't want them around you neither. Because you have bad man family and obviously you have bad man thoughts. So she just probably don't want no association with you. So probably I'll leave the pitney if you want. She don't want the pitney if you want because she find out say you's a bad man. And she realized that she don't want that for she and her pitney, and here goes. She try to move herself away from you. And guess what you and your family solution is? Make we kill her for you know.
but I still stuck on the part where I say kill the whole, take out the whole family. Take out which whole family?
I don't know if it's a case where she moved, she live with her family. We don't know the full details, you know. We don't know if she live with her family now and the pitney there with them and everything, and him just vex say he can't even go visit her or whatever. So that whole family. Or she and her child live one away. But the thing is, if he does have bad man family, right? Let's be realistic. If him have bad man family and a woman find out say, yo, him have bad man family and him have bad man tendencies. And it might have take him time to show her say, yo, he's really a bad man, you know, my family. Rolling at them cult here and do them kind of things. And she move herself up. She not gonna feel safe in there by herself with the baby to be safe. So realistically, I think she would move in with her family for safety purposes, if that is the case, because him a bad man family. So me not gonna live by myself and think say him not gonna come knock up my gate or knock up my door and say, yo, hey girl, let me in and give me my picnic. So maybe it is that she's living with her parents, probably her siblings, I don't know. And so they are her backative or her strength to stay away from the man. That's why I'm have to go through court and know him must say, yo, that family will prevent me from seeing my youth and get my DNA test. Yeah, me could just wipe out the whole of them because if me can't have them and have the baby, then nobody can have them.
And you know what is so dangerous, even just by the fact of him expressing his frustration to his bad man cousin him. Then if I find out where she live, you know, me sure know say if they had a relationship like that,
Them would have
who
know
knows
already.
then know how she look already. Then can literally see the girl anyway and say, oh, you know, say she had do this and that to a cousin, so me could just call her up in public, like then I need her address, you know. But because there's already that pre-story of them knowing say, oh, you know, say we cousin have one issue with her and him would not want to take her out, so make we buck up on her now, so make we just do it now. Without
Yo,
planning because it's already set in them head say the idea did exist.
I swear to God,
So that alone in itself is dangerous, you know.
you just unlock a fear for me a while ago. Cause me not even do that thing say them so bad. Say, yeah, them will touch her in the street.
If them a wanted, if they never wanted Wednesday. Yeah, if you do something for each man wanted Wednesday, no. And a little baby sit me I do.
We reach for Wanted Wednesday.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
for
if
who?
you do something.
For the international people who may be watching this, Wanted Wednesday is basically a series that our Jamaica Constabulary Force has put up where on Wednesdays they put up a collection of men and women who are wanted for various crimes, mostly murder, theft, um, drug, them something. Yeah, so that is Wanted Wednesday, where criminals are basically they get a special feature for themselves to be like, hey, here is this gunman on this beautiful Wednesday. If you know him, Let us know. We can give you some money. You can get locked up. Yeah, that is wanted Wednesday. So for these two cousins, and not one, but two cousins. And one come from Spain town, and one come from
Okay.
Clarendon. Yes?
And the mere fact say in the affirmation mention say oh then they can want it Wednesday.
He
It just
mentioned it
seems
two
like
times.
it
He
just seems
mentioned to
like
them wanted and then him say, oh, wanted Wednesday. So he mentioned it two
it
times.
seems like it's like a braggable moment for him. Like you couldn't just mention say, oh, you have two bad man cousins. You know, nobody never need to know say they wanted.
That is true.
You couldn't just say because if somebody just say, oh, you know, me have two bad man cousins, like well, if people talk them with it. But he wanted to make sure and emphasize on the fact
That
say,
the caliber bad man them is.
yeah.
Them rich
So
for
as
wanted
someone
Wednesday.
proud bow to they
Oh,
can say, oh, you know, say me have two bad man cousins where they can wanted Wednesday. For sure you say a real bad man them.
real bad man.
But guys, the real question behind all of this is really and truly what I want to hear from you guys. Of course, this is an extreme, but how far are you willing to go to get to see your child? Well, you're not even sure about yourself here. We have to keep that part there in mind, you know.
Don't
Because
know if
it's
the
up
child
in the
belong to
air, you
him.
know. It's up in the air if the child is actually yours. So how far are you willing to go to get to see your child? That is and the man
Let us say not your let us not say to see your child. Let us say a child. Because we don't know if the child is
well
his.
yeah.
So how far are you willing to go to what get possession of a child that you grew some form of bond with? And now your great solution to your current problems is to kill the woman and her family.
I mean I honestly can understand because you have some real man out there where literally it would be their world to be involved in their children's lives. So I can understand a man fighting for that, but fighting for it
But
in
that's
the
not
sense
fight, that's a
of
murder.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fighting for it in the sense of being willing to kill their mother, you harm your own child at that point. You're taking away something from the same child you're fighting for, and that child is going to hate you for that.
And let us just say end up kill the woman, get the baby by some weird chance in life. Yes? And then you find out that the child is not yours. What you
What
gonna do with
you
the
gonna do?
pitney?
Dash away picnic?
Or kill the child too? I don't know. Where's your mind and where are your the senses that are common? Where are they? What are you gonna do? You have this pitney now and you find out you know your pitney. Let's
Like the
let's
whole
think.
situation just
Let's think. Let's think of a possible line of action. Okay, so you've killed the woman and her family and you get the baby. Woohoo! You have the baby now. Then you
what
find out
happens next.
that the child is not yours. What are your lines of action? Are you going to kill the baby also? Or are you going to put the child up for adoption? Anyway, everything sound weird and fool. Because you and your friend and your cousin them weird and fool.
And the mere fact he's like, oh, I make up my mind about it already, but there's this little tiny voice
Not even
inside
a
of
big
me.
voice in a one little one.
Well, if you basically at least it is big enough to make him come past in there and still ask cause
The little voice asked him to ask the public their opinion.
even though he's not going to change his mind, but he just wants to hear what they have to say. And you hear it says about prayers, asking for prayers and so Yate will say you admit to being willing to kill somebody and you ask the people them to pray for you.
That's wild.
Pray for you, say what? Yeah, so guys, what is he asking prayers for? Cause him literally say him admit to making up his mind already, you know. The cousin them just a wait for him to say fair, you know. Literally. So what are we praying for? For you to change your mind or what? Because you said nobody can change your mind, even though you're asking for their opinion. You literally said nobody can change your mind at this point. So what are we praying for?
Maybe him put it out there so him can get caught because I'm hoping that even this video blow up and If him end up with something, yeah, them can connect it and
No
link that
upset.
same page there and say, yo, tell me the handle for that person. Yeah.
I'm not upset even like somebody for the baby mom know her situation, she can recognize it enough to
To say,
warn
yo,
her about it or something. To say, no, you do have one situation like this with your baby father.
aren't you in court right now? And the man gonna
Yeah,
ask if you do the DNA test and you tell him, say, no, you're not
yeah.
upfeed because I'm not film child, so if you just low you out.
So I hope the baby mom can get some form of heads up as well because this is a very dangerous situation, you know. Dangerous situation.
I don't know, play something this. And
Because
I
then
see clear.
literally just a wait for a man to find out the house.
Yeah.
Think about that. Then I need no farmer other information, then I need no resources, then don't have everything already. All the man have to do is, oh, all right, that's how she live. And when you tell me say everybody gone, the whole family wipe out.
You see, that's why I think it's so important. We had a previous video where we were speaking about the fact that people don't believe in the dating culture anymore. And they believe so once you meet somebody, if you just start having sex with them and doing things with them and building life with them and happily ever after. And these are the things what can be revealed in the early stages, a man's mannerisms and characteristics that you get to see while dating. You can see if you're going to go far with him or you're going to go one very short distance with him. Dating is so important because who's to tell she never get enough time to interact with the man, probably never get introduced to any family. Probably what happened to the lady is she's cramming up with this man, get involved with him, them have them youth, them live together. I'm having like a bad side because everybody have them good and bad side. I'm having bad side them and she go and work with him. Them have them youth and she still go and work with him because remember so them say the picnic are 1.5 right now, you know, and she just left out of the place or them just separate November. So in that time she have the picnic already and whatever. Who's to tell after she have the picnic him say, hey babes, I mean I'm a cousin Pete this, you know, and my next cousin Georgie, you know, this, right or so. And the woman goodly pull back in her memory and say, me bumbo clot. No them two man you me sip and wanted Wednesday.
Me not even feel like say it wouldn't be that. Cause to the way it sound like him proud, he wouldn't probably all see it himself and say,
I said,
you know, so my cousin this, I'm a cousin this from Carolina, you know.
true me I wanted Wednesday.
Like, to the way it sound proud and cousin them.
Me feel like I something she see. And she said, no, let me move myself. But guess what? You have a youth for the man. So now you are trying your best to go through legal loops to get yourself away from this man. To say, darling, leave me alone. It's not your child. And even within this woman trying to take the necessary correct steps, which is going through the court, the man cousin them still want to kill off the woman and her family. So you as a woman now have to be cautious of the type of man where you interact with. And if you talk to a man and a date a man for 3 months or so, 6 months, and you see certain things about him and you see him, you move and you leave that man alone. You don't have no pity for that child. That man don't even get to smell anything when they underneath you because you just go avoid that man. Because some dangerous man down there, all when the woman has say, I don't feel they left me alone, sir. The man still want to make him family kill off the woman. How does a woman win? Where does a
But
woman
then
say,
again,
left me
it
alone?
probably, the killing part now too, might reach another part where he feels, I remember say, if somebody tell us that then get a jacket, you know, I want next danger or something within itself, you know.
But how many women are admitting to giving jacket? So that woman must
No,
be
but then
cypher.
I feel like, honestly, to the way all the situation stay, I feel like say she probably thought that would be a solution to get away from him, but I feel like said the child could actually be his.
Yeah, I feel
But
you.
she is just trying. She thought maybe that would be the easiest solution, but she not understand. Say she's actually kind of probably making the situation worse as well, because you bring up a whole another issue that could cause further complications. Cause see, they didn't want the DNA test, but she's avoiding it completely.
Yeah. She's
Cause
avoiding
she
it
could
completely.
literally just give them the DNA test and prove they're really not female, and maybe he would leave her alone if he was a sane person, but clearly he's maybe not sane,
And
so
maybe
that
she's
would be a whole nother story too. But
and maybe she's
in
trying not to do it because she knows that it's his.
yeah, but then again I feel like say if it is the case that it is definitely something on both parts where she probably, as I say, sometimes when you go through some stuff, of course, you not take the right steps them, but she could definitely have handled it different as well. Because if it is his child and she just want to get away from him because she might find out, say, oh, a bad man family in have or whatever, find other evidence where you can bring in at the court now and say, oh, I fear for my child's life.
True.
Get restraining orders,
I'll pull
stuff
up,
like
I'll
that.
pull up the story where I'm sending to that page.
Yeah,
and say,
stuff
I am
like that.
sure this is this man.
Stuff like that.
Oh.
So it's like, because that is the thing. It depends on why the woman feel like that she want to keep away the child, but there are different ways. So if it is really the man's child and you just lie to the court to say, oh, because she can get in trouble for that, you know,
Yeah,
lying in court.
yeah.
So it's like she get herself into more.
She'll try her best, but she already done that.
Yeah.
She'll try her best. Yeah, and to prevent herself from being in dark shit, what do you need to do?
Why is
You
that?
can always end up in a dark shit. But the truth is, your whole foot gone in there, or just a heel back reaching or something.
Well, I feel like
Sometimes I just say heel back reaching or something. So dating is very important because when you date and you interact with somebody, you might find say the shit up on your heel back and you can wipe it off and go about. But you see your whole foot submerged in the big pile of shit, all if I like one big pile of goat shit, how do you move out of that?
she definitely need to if she knows that the child on a team, just do the DNA test, please, and get it out of the way. And if you know, say, or if you're fearful of your life because of that, knowing, say, that is a situation the court will easily also grant you some form of stuff, because they know, say, somebody finding out and making, if you manage to see that public post, yeah, making open threats like that, then we definitely be by your side for help you get some form of, restraining order towards whatsoever, or at least it's in the system that there is a threat towards you.
You know what that good? If she could have run away. I feel so.
I feel like that man they sound like he wanna stalk her and find her anywhere she go.
Why?
Can maybe have bad man cousin overseas too.
Boy.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because he sounds like he Emmanuel type to let it go.
I feel that.
Can you say I just want two little conversation here with him cousin them and he make up his mind already?
So yeah, me soon tell him, I just go and watch it, I hope say, remember say she and me used to there for 2 years now. So I just hope say she come around and she maybe call me one day and say, babe, say me sorry, say me I go on to something. I could just deal with the test, man, or whatever. So maybe I just that I hold him back, Come say, yo, cuz at 21 Gaza and she lives, You know, have nothing else to say. All me know say, them something that make me afraid. I'm afraid of man. All me do is say hello, hi, bye. But if it talk up and comes up with man, that is why I'm such an introvert. Like I know I'm online making my videos and being all of that. But guess what? When I watch me and I'm fine with that because I know that I have a very exuberant, jovial personality and all these things. But guess who really there in front of me right now? My phone. And my phone not gonna kill me. Yeah?
And
So-
ducks and chickens.
And ducks and chickens and guinea chicks and jackfruits.
The only thing one might
Yeah.
have with you right now is that jelly tree where we sit on and
Jelly tree, how much?
that
How much
looks like
coconut?
50.
About 55 coconut there in that tree there right now. I'm a trust the coconut tree more than how I trust a man on the road right now. Yeah? True story. So that is all I have to say. I don't know if Mel have anything else to say.
No, it's just a very extreme situation, and basically it definitely caught her attention enough for she share it with me and say, hey, we should talk about this. So let me know, guys, what you think about the situation. And the question I asked earlier, how far are you willing to go to get a child? Because as we say, we don't
Get
know
access to a child that you think
is yours.
is yours as a man. Matter of fact, we can wrap this up and then we make a next video about jacket. Since we don't love jacket so much. So watch the next video because the next video we in our same clothes but a different topic. We are talking about jacket and pants and shoes.
Yeah, guys. So that was it for this video. Comment down below what you think about the entire situation. And yeah, we will see you guys in our next video. Please remember to like, share, and
And subscribe.
subscribe. Bye.